could use... So, shall we begin? There are some tasks that I'm unequipped to handle myself, and I need your assistance. Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control, that is. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there. If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you. You will? Oh, wie wunderbar. Best of luck.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't. Supplies are starting. And that storm's gonna get worse or better.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
It's been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her! Very well. But I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate a stranger manhandling your spouse. This arrangement is in her best interest. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course she has the key herself. I should have known. Yes, very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
There was a landslide around the mess.
What's up?
It's the storm.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply run. You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better?
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got the system and it works, damn it!
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
I could use some help over here. I believe you have something for me. Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine. Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter about. I'm happy to hear it. Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship, so much so that no single piece of wood from the original vessel remained, would you have a new ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved? Spoken with confidence. Personifying the boat like a true sailor. For this exercise, I propose we conclude the opposite. Just humor me a moment. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Up. One moment. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you a bit. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels. I could use some help over here.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our, condition?
You have beautiful skin. It's unsettling.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce
What's up?
us up a little. I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
When it rains, it pours. You there! I don't know you. Why are you in my lab? What's this? Oh, the blueprints. Fantastic. Did my father send you? Are we hiring outside help for the mailroom now? Never mind that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I finally have these. Yes. Very excellent parcel delivery. Off with you, then. Actually, wait a moment. A helpful minion could be quite useful. Could you give me 2 seconds to read this? Here's a little reward for you. Count your bottle caps while I go over these blueprints. Come back when you're ready for more work. Perfect. The blueprints specify the exact part we're looking for. Well, I could use someone with outdoor experience for starters. Based on your skin condition, I'm guessing you're not from around here. That means you walked here. You're perfect for the job. Believe it or not, the Shenandoah Visitor Center has a device for monitoring the weather. While vastly inferior in complexity, it contains parts that you won't find out of any old toaster left to rot. It won't be a perfect fit, but even if the part is remotely close to the one that broke, I should be able to do some modifications to make it work. I'll analyze these blueprints more and do some research ahead of time, just in case. That just leaves you with the task of actually fetching it. If you don't mind, that is. That kind of thing is not uncommon for a national park this size. They had lots of tourists coming and going. Inclement weather would mean closing down some trails, or the park altogether. Anyway, that's the past. Doubt the park rangers have much use for it now, right? So, will you grab it for me? Maybe. There's a lot more to it than just that. You're years behind us on this, so let's just ease you into it for now. To set your mind at ease, we're working toward not just fixing the weather, but possibly even the lost themselves. You'll see. Just bear with us for a bit. We could really use your help on this. Thank you. The visitor center is just north of the manor, on the cliff. It's probably completely abandoned. The building isn't too big, so you should be able to find it easy enough. Once you have the part, come back here, okay?
Ah! Oh! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Who are you? Don't hurt me, please. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, that's a relief. Well, it's not here. It's back in my bunker. There's a bit of a problem, though. The door to my bunker got jammed from the inside, and I got locked out. I just went out to get some essentials. I rarely leave the bunker. Of course, I had to lock myself out when I do. Anyway, good news is, there's a second entrance in the basement of this building. Bad news is there's a bunch of weirdos in there now. I don't know who they are or what they want. I've never seen them before. But they did not seem the friendly kind, huh? I just came in here minding my own business when I heard some creepy chanting and talks about some Alex saying they're here for a sacrifice. I panicked, and I locked them in. I don't think they noticed, but I bet they'll be real mad once they do. You wouldn't. Besides, I'd make quick work for those guys, and I never told you exactly where the machine is, so you could, kill them, and then I'll show you where to find your machine. I do? I do, right. Okay. Well, come see me when they're all dead.
And no enemy will escape his sight.
He is our shepherd, guiding us through the darkness to his divine light.
The Holy Land will reclaim me.
Shepherd me to the light.
I stopped hearing screams. So I came through, to check on you. Yeah? I wasn't sneaking off. Never seen them before. Whilst they were locked up in there, I could overhear some of their conversations and chanting, though. They kept bringing up a moth an awful lot. Well, the radiation must have been too much for them. They also kept on and on about some big ritual and how some Alex had sent them here to help. Either way, I'm glad they're gone. And I hope this Alex person won't send any more this way. Oh, well, maybe we should have kept one of them alive, to pass on the message. Well, hindsight's 20/20, they say. A deal's a deal. Follow me. I'll show you to my bunker. The machine is in there. Well, the machine you're after is just over there. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss. Thanks for helping me out getting back here. Oh, you again. You made me jump. I mean, have you seen those weirdos? So, excuse me for being a little shaken up. As little as possible. Yeah, I only leave when I need a few essential resources. I don't see why I should leave more often than that. I got everything I need in here. Well, a few went out scavenging. never to be seen again. Others left to search for their families. Now, I'm not sure it's my life or them. Sure. Not at first, I didn't. Just a few of my fellow Rangers. And when the bombs dropped, we made our way to the bunker. None of them stayed very long, though. Sure. Oh, okay. Well, stay safe out there.
Did you find the part we're looking for? What a relief. I must admit, I was a little unsure there would be any machine left to rescue parts from. I hope I didn't get you into too much danger to retrieve it. I knew you would be a good fit for the task. But that aside, I never heard of any cult in these parts. Then again, I never heard much about any cult in general. My father kept me fairly sheltered. Quite literally. I wonder what they were doing there. Alex? No, she couldn't be. Sorry, I knew someone named Alex. I never found out what happened to them when the bombs dropped, but it must be someone else. Would you mind getting the part in place? It should be pretty simple after my modifications. All the connectors are standardized now to fit a regular part. I do it myself, but I just need a minute to gather my thoughts. I mean, equipment. I'll be right there. Got my equipment together. Let me see how you did in placing the part. Passable. You forgot to hook up a few of the connectors, but a solid attempt for a first-timer at weather machine repair. All that's left now is to get a scan of my mother's eyes. She is the only one in this vault authorized to override security checks when we reboot it.
Audrey! Audrey! I thought I heard your voice in here. Oh, and our new friend is with you. Good, we might need you. We have an emergency. Your mother. She's gone.
What do you mean, gone? I thought she was in stable condition.
No, not gone like that. She's not in her room. Someone has taken her. They've left a note. Oberlin read it out to me. Some gibberish about a Mothman.
Didn't you say they were connected to an Alex? So if this Alex is connected to these cultists, and the cultists kidnapped my mother, could it really be her? Why would she take Mom?
Alex? A cult? Oh, that can't be. I took care of her.
What did you just say?
Nothing, my dear. I misspoke.
No. You definitely said I took care of her. Want to elaborate on how you took care of her father?
Okay, look. I didn't intend for you to find out, but she was a risk to your future and that of our family business. I had to ensure you would stay here with us. I only did what I had to do.
Why am I not surprised? I had a feeling you were behind her disappearance. How was your own daughter's happiness ever a risk? Every single bit of my life has always been dictated by you, and I have been miserable for all of it.
Now, that's not true. You've always loved all this tinkering and such. All I did was make sure you were safe and would focus on what's important. The family business. And look around. Look how well it has worked out. This machine you've helped build and maintain. It's a true masterpiece.
Are you delusional? Look at us! Look at those mad lost running around! Mom is in a coma, for God's sake! How is any of that work? Reasonable. I need some air to process this.
She'll come to her senses. There's always a flair for the dramatic. Takes after her father, I suppose. We have more important business to discuss anyway. We need my wife back. Pronto. And you've more than proven yourself capable of that task. So please, I could use your assistance. Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is in everybody's best interest. Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's not important. Try and blend in as one of the cultists. I fear they may harm Cassidy if they spot an intruder. Find where they're keeping her and get rid of Alex. I expect you to do a better job than the last person I sent to deal with her. We can't say for certain, but the gun I hired never returned, so it's possible she survived. And let's say that joining a cult isn't outside the realm of possibilities when it came to her eccentricities. But even if it isn't the same Alex, whoever has kidnapped my wife deserves to die. Disguise! Don't become one of them. But yes, that is the brief in a nutshell. Knew I could count on you. Now you better get going. I will deal with Audrey. Meet me back in the atrium when it's safe to get my dear Cassie. I will send out some people to transport her back safely once you've completed your mission.
Why do they keep assigning me maintenance duty? How am I gonna make night without power rotations?
You looking at me? How about you stop looking and start buying? Previously owned loot for sale, mostly blood-free.
All hail the hairy moth! Holy Mothman! Holy. Oh, hey! Something, Mothman, something. Ha! Protect us in our times of need. Wise and holy Mothman. Protect us in our times of need.
If it's a Mothman, why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him.
Where his wings flop, I'll go with him. At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divided light. We are his flock, guiding him through his equine... Wait, no. Oh, great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from stuff. Our enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment.
Our enemies can't hide. No, big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm. Judgment. And...
His eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight.
His eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight.
You either have a password, or you better get a move on. Well, if he is, he better know the password. Password?
He is our shepherd.
Well, if he is, he better know the password.
Dark? Ah, shit, he looks after us.
You either have a password, or you better get a move on.
It calls to us. He calls
To us. He calls to us. You're not really like them either, are you? Don't blow our cover.
Hey. I don't think I've met you yet. Odd, I thought I knew all our believers. Anyway, I'm Scarlet. And you are?
Praise to him.
Holy! Mothman, holy! And he has been guiding my path for quite some time now. But Alex has been a true prophet. Oh, we are all so excited for the big ritual. We are so close to being consumed by the light.
Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need. it's a moth man, then why the hell
As
are
you
there
were.
eggs everywhere? If it's a moth man, then why the hell are praise there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him. Praise be to him. Where his wings flop, I'll go with him. At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divided light.
We are his flock, guiding him through his equine... Wait, no.
Password? You may pass.
Great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from stuff.
Our enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment. Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm. And... his eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. He is our shepherd in the light. The dark? Ah, shit, he looks after us.
I don't remember your face. That's not gonna happen. And if you interfere with our ritual, we'll make you our next sacrifice. Know my victims a little anyway. Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. God, I miss her. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. A family business was everything to him. Anything that stood in its way had to be eliminated. I guess I stood in the way. Stop talking. Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my strength back. Until this lot found me and made me their leader. Lucky me, they've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer, and I won't let you get in the way of that. That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. If I can't have Audrey, then Hugo can't have Cassidy. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Mothman has spoken. He demands a special sacrifice. Got them dolled up in some clean 63 jumpsuits and had them sneak in during the night. Good thing that door in the basement is wide open. Now they're all abuzz about a super special ritual, waiting for my next move. But I still haven't picked out the right tool for the job yet. For some of them, it's just a matter of saying the right thing. Mothman showed me this, Mothman showed me that. Next thing you know, I'm a prophet. The rest? Well, we share a common interest. They're my wolves hiding in Moth's clothing. We have one goal. Get back at Hugo. Do you know what that bastard did to these people? How he used them, stole their homes, left them for dead? There's so much about that man and family that you barely understand. Allow me to enlighten you. There was a small town still in this park when Hugo arrived, right where he wanted to build his precious vault. When they refused a buyout, he offered them all a safe spot when the bombs dropped. They accepted. If you know Hugo, it shouldn't surprise you that he went back on that deal. He left them all for dead, scared them off, and kept the land. He is a parasite, sucking dry the innocent, making no compromises that stand in the way of his vision. Maybe now you understand who you're working for. Why I can't let you take my prisoner away. I agree. You can sure try.
You're back. Good. I trust you have taken care of everything. And I can send my man out to get Cassidy.
Surely the name is a...
Fantastic. Oh, I wish I was there to see it. You know, in a more figurative sense. With that matter settled, I'll notify a team to conduct a rescue effort to bring Cassidy home. I'm truly grateful, my friend.
You're unbelievable. You just couldn't let it go, could you? The only solution you have is to just kill and kill and kill. I can't believe I came up here to try and talk this through. To try to make you see some reason. But I seem to have forgotten how efficient you are. After all these years of not knowing if she was still alive, I had a tiny spark of a hope that I could see her again. But now she's gone. For good. And there is no one else to blame but you. Both of you. For a moment, I really thought you were one of the good ones. But now, you're no different. Just taking orders from my mad father and killing innocent people. You're both just heartless murderers.
Audrey, hang on. You still don't understand. Alex kidnapped your mother. No talking sense into that one. She always just runs away. You get used to it. I must get word to the rescue team. Bis später.
Tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.